All right, here we go. The top 10 plays of the 2023 regular season. You're going to see a lot of copies from the RNF top 5 plays, but here we go with number 10. It's Pioneers Hot Dogs, second series of the season. A pop fly to Ryder Nickel. He picks it up by himself from right field and tags first base on his own. You could tell the play did end up having to be under review, and as you could tell in the replay, pops it up on a one-hop, snags it one hand, and he beats him by a foot. Had to go under review. Literal inches. It's a game of inches. The Pioneers end up winning that series 2-1 and have a final record of 10-2 of that season.
After further review, ruling on the field, Spencer was out.
As you can hear Paul say, game over, Pioneers win. Number 9, the play before. Same game, same series, same inning. Robert Kaufman to Brendan Tester, snags it with one hand, and then he pegs him out with the other. You see in the replay here, snags it with his left hand, a hard play, moving away, has to reset his feet, then has to get Robert out and tags him with the right hand. Great overall play from Brendan Tester. Number 8, it's the same teams again. Hot Dogs, Pioneers, this time their second series. Dominic Hayes on high, Brendan Tester weaving back, and he makes the catch in left field. And it just might seem like an ordinary pop fly, but let me just remind you, the fireplace in left field has to work around that, has to work around the tree, and locate the ball into the sun. Was a pretty good play. The Pioneers end up sweeping the Hot Dogs on a surprise one. Number 7, the same exact teams again. Instead of the top of the first, we're in the bottom of the first. It's a pop fly to Dominic Antonelli. Kind of the same concept. Dominic Antonelli makes a behind-the-head catch. As you can see here, he turns around, has to just stick out the arms and makes the catch. Seems like an ordinary catch, but you got to remember the sun is in play. That's kind of hard to see the ball, especially when you're not facing it. Number 6, we finally have different teams. Opening day, Hot Dogs, Knights, ground ball to Paul Robinson from his knees. He gets the play to beat out Robert Kaufman, as this is another one of those top 5 of the plays of the season. But as you can see here, it was a lob pass, a ground ball, has to be quick from his knees, and Joe McGinley with the one-handed snag just made it all better. As you can see here, one last time. Kind of hard to throw from your knees, but he made it look easy, and that's why it's under number 6 of this season. Halfway mark. Number 5. It's the same two teams, this time meeting in the playoffs. Joe McGinley versus Robert Kaufman again. A ground ball off Joe McGinley's left hand, falls down and still pegs the mound out for pitcher's poison to get Robert Kaufman out. As you can see here, the Knights were hyped to see out in the replay. Off the hand, he falls over and he still pegs the mound in time before Robert gets there. As we're going to freeze this right here, look at his body when he's throwing it, completely horizontal to get Robert Kaufman out, and that's why it's at your number 5. Number 4, World Series Game 1. What a series this was. 7-0 Pioneers as they're dominating, but Paul Robinson gives the Knights a little bit of morale with a behind-the-back flip to Joe McGinley to get Brendan Tester out at second. It was a great play, as everyone thought he was going to be safe, but Paul Robinson, practically horizontal from the waist up, threw the ball to Joe McGinley, and Joe McGinley with that one-handed snag. That was a great play to get him out.
And the call was standing. It is out.
As you can hear Dominic say, he was out. The Knights end up winning that series 3-2 after coming back 2-0. Opening day series for number 3, and this was the number 1 play for the RNF top 5 plays of the first half of the season. And it's Dominic Antonelli making that one-handed grab all the way out in center field. And what makes this play at number 3 is the fact that he bobbled it and caught it with the same hand. And the Hot Dogs end up sweeping the Knights, absolutely destroying them. Knights bounce back, though. Number 2, it is Ryder Nickel versus the whole Knights team. Ryder Nickel ends up throwing a perfect game in this number 2 play. As you can see here, the final 2 outs of this game. The only perfect game in RNF history. There's been 2 no-hitters. The Knights have been one of them, but the only perfect game in RNF history, and a dominant 11-0 win. Knights end up losing that series 1-2, but they get their first win of the season. Number 1, I'm just going to let you guys listen to it. This could be the best play.
Knights came as the favorite at the beginning of the year, went to being the worst record, and now are in the World Series, only down by 1. The pitch. It's hit! It's high! It's gone! They win the game! Paul Robinson wins the game!
As the guy who threw that pitch. It hurts. But the Knights, don't sleep on them. They've picked up enough morale to go against a team who, who's 8-1 against them throughout the whole season, who's up 2-0 in the series and bounced back 3-0. That is just unbelievable performance. That's your top 10 plays of the season. And let's get ready for the 2024 season. We are ready. Thanks for watching.